The deadliest sniper who needed no scope. Imagine lying motionless in the snow, temperature at -40 degrees Celsius, no movement, no sound, no wind cover. Every breath is visible, every mistake is fatal. So snow is held in the mouth to stop the vapor. The profile is lowered into the ground, and the position is maintained. Somewhere out there, an entire army is looking for you. Now let's define the man who turned that into a system. Simo Häyhä. On November 30th, 1939, Finland was invaded by the Soviet Union. The numbers were not close. The border was crossed by the Red Army with over 500,000 men. Tanks, artillery, aircraft, mechanized units. Finland had around 300,000 soldiers, very few tanks, just over 100 aircraft. On paper, this war should have ended in weeks. It did not. And one of the reasons was a farmer with a level of terrain understanding exceeding that of opposing command structures. Hayha was born in 1905 in Rautjärvi, southeastern Finland, less than 50 kilometers from the Russian border. He grew up farming, hunting, skiing. No formal sniper school, no elite training program, just repetition. By his 20s, local shooting competitions were already being won by him. Long distances, cold conditions, real targets. In 1925, his military service was completed. His rifle was kept. He went home and continued training for over a decade. No one planned for what was coming, but readiness had already been established. When the war began, he was 34 years old. He was assigned to Infantry Regiment 34, Kola Sector. The Kola Sector was considered one of the most difficult positions to defend in the entire Winter War. 4,000 Finns held the line against 15,000 Soviet troops at the start. Outnumbered roughly 3-1 in manpower. Outgunned 5-1 in artillery. Up to 40,000 artillery rounds per day were fired by the Red Army against Finnish positions. The Finns could answer with 1,000. At one point known as Killer Hill, 32 fortified Finns held off nearly 400 Soviet attackers. 400 Soviets died, 28 Finns. Kolla kestää. Kolla will hold. It became a national rallying cry. And it did hold, until the last day of the war. A front line where Finnish forces were heavily outnumbered, constant pressure, constant contact. His task was simple. Move into the forest, locate the enemy, engage. Do not be detected. Now the method can be broken down. First, camouflage. White oversuit, full body coverage, no contrast against snow. Second, position control. Snow was packed in front of the firing position, not for comfort, for function. The rifle was stabilized, recoil was absorbed, and most importantly, loose snow was prevented from exposing the position when firing. Third, breath discipline. At -40 degrees, every exhale creates visible vapor. That vapor can be seen from distance. So snow was held in the mouth. The air was cooled before leaving the lungs. Visibility was reduced. Seconds were gained. Sometimes that is all that is required. Now the most important decision. A scope was not used. At a time when many snipers were switching to telescopic sights, iron sights were retained. Why? Because a scope changes two things. The profile is raised, light is reflected, even a small glint is sufficient. Enemy snipers had already been seen dying because of that reflection. The same mistake was not repeated. Lower profile, no reflection. Higher survivability. That was the trade-off. The environment contributed the rest. The Finnish winter was not just uncomfortable, it was lethal. Weapons froze, lubricants failed, metal seized. Soviet units, many transferred from warmer regions, were not equipped for it. Frostbite, hypothermia, equipment failure. Men died without ever seeing the enemy. Hayha did not have that limitation. He grew up there. Clothing was layered, sugar and bread were carried for quick energy. Positions were held for hours. To him, this was not extreme. It was normal. Now the effect. Soviet patrols began disappearing. No gunfire, no prior indication. Units entered forest sections and did not return. Reports started coming in. Single shooter, unknown location, no visual confirmation. The Red Army responded. Counter-snipers were deployed. They failed. Artillery strikes were called in on suspected areas. Entire forest sections were flattened. The position changed. Attempts were repeated. The result remained the same. At this point, a name existed. Belaya Smert. White Death. Now the numbers. 505 confirmed kills with a rifle in less than 100 days, at temperatures down to -40 with limited daylight. On some days, over 25 kills were recorded. On extreme days, estimates reach 40. Not average, peak performance. And this is important. These are confirmed kills, not estimates, not assumptions. Confirmed. Some sources suggest that when including close-range engagements with a submachine gun, the total number may exceed 700. That number is debated, but even without it, the confirmed count alone has never been matched. Now the breakdown. 505 kills, under 100 days. That is over 5 kills per day, every day, in conditions where most soldiers struggled to survive. Additional factor, he operated alone. No spotter, no team. Every shot required positioning, range estimation, wind reading, timing, no second chances. The Soviet response escalated. Sniper teams were assigned specifically to eliminate him. Priority target, still no success. Entire units began avoiding areas where he was known to be operating. The effect was operationally measurable. One individual altered the movement patterns of entire formations. On March 6, 1940, the sequence ended. A Soviet soldier located him. Distance unknown. An explosive bullet was used. Impact, lower left jaw. The damage was catastrophic. Half his face was destroyed. He was later found, unconscious, loaded onto a sled, transported to a field hospital. Condition, critical. He fell into a coma. 7 days later, he woke up. Date, March 13, 1940. The same day the war ended. The Moscow Peace Treaty had been signed. Finland had survived. At a cost. Around 26,000 Finnish soldiers were killed. Soviet losses, depending on the source, were estimated in the hundreds of thousands. Even the lowest credible estimates are multiple times higher than Finland's. Hayha did not experience the end of the war in combat. He experienced it from a hospital bed. A newspaper was read. It reported his death. He had already been declared killed. Recovery took over a year. 26 surgeries. His face was reconstructed. Speech was permanently affected. but he survived. Then a different pattern followed. He did not become a public figure. No political career, no speaking tours, no media presence. He returned to rural Finland, hunting, dog breeding, silence. A friend later described him as follows: "He spoke more with animals than with people." Years later, a journalist asked him a question: "How did he become such an effective sniper?" His answer: "Practice." One word, no elaboration. Second question: "Did regret exist?" His answer: "I did what I was told, as well as I could." There would be no Finland if everyone had not done the same. He died in 2002. Age, 96. Location, Ruokolahti, Finland. No exaggeration was required. No mythology was necessary. Only numbers, conditions, outcomes. A man whose environmental awareness exceeded the enemy's operational understanding of the conflict, and that advantage was applied with absolute efficiency.